Trying to say things with words, it is useless. Trying to say things without words, it is worse. Who is this? Why is he here? Why does he spend his time making sense of the nonsense? Give him a reason, give him a purpose, give him meaning, give him a sense of grandeur when there is none. None at all, none at all. Give him the stars, give him the rituals. And he wakes up in the morning and performs all the rituals, the ritual of living, the ritual of eating, the ritual of drinking, the ritual of playing, the ritual of breathing, the ritual of defecation, with 7 steps and 7 more to complete. He returns in a circle, commanding obstacles like the sun and the moon, making sense out of nonsense. Clap! 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 He does it 7 times more than the sun man. It grows. It grows bigger and bigger. The hole, the pit, the vacuum. It grows, it pains, it shouts, it screams. Ah! The agony, the dread, the horror. It grows. It will destroy. It will deny. It will decay. And only a perfume sprayed in the right places can cover up the stench. The final prophecy here follows. Blah, blah, blah. More time, more wealth, more this, more that, more than more, more of more, more and more, no more, no more, no more. Convincing them to stay and asking them to leave, hating them, loving them. The short story of long life, dull conversations, equivalent sex, mosquito jazz. Big on it has. Craving for good things. Postcards, smartphones, feel better, look better, new and improved, farm fresh, limited stock, last edition, all cards accepted by now. The short story of long life. Life is beautiful. Life is beautiful. Breaking into little parts, then assembling back to how it was. Rinse and repeat. I am shitting. They say I can see. I can see the past. I can see the future. I can see the trials and tribulations. I can see the mournings and celebrations. I can see the quantum particles moving in chaos. I can see the galaxies moving in cosmos. There is nothing hidden from me. Like a waterfall tearing up the land from the crevices, the caterpillar changing into what within the pupa. I can see you. Need to take a stand. Take a stand for normality, for society, for humanity, for calamity. Take a stand! Stand up! Stand up! Stand up! Clap! 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 People are killing people! You are killing me! I am killing you! Ants are killing ants! The virus spreads! The virus of greed, of sadness, of boredom! Boredom is the curse of this generation! Nothing to cure it! No medication, no vaccination, the dreaded disease, the masters, the angels send us a very important message, and here it is. It is this. It is this. Yes, it is this. This is it. This. Yes, this is it. This is it. It has been said time and again. There are 7 steps to become immortal. Step 6 is exactly the same as step 2. That's where most people mess it up. Everyone wants to die in their sleep, the easy way out. The final prophecy herein follows. Blah, blah, blah. Every time we begin with once upon a time. That's how a story is told. There has to be reason, purpose, meaning. Without reason, purpose, meaning, there would be no point. Don't tell me that we are born, and then we live, and then we die. Where is the point of that? How would that make any sense? It can't be. It can't be. There has to be more. So much more. More than more. More and more. More and more. No more. No more. No more. When there is nothing more to be said, something can be said. It can be said calmly. It can be said with diligence, with sincerity, and with elegance. It can be said but cannot be heard, not listened to, not understood, not comprehended. She was only 14. A child! But that's not how he treated her. He was sad, lonely, pathetic, a symbol of sorrow, disgusting, going from person to person. The original sin was contagious. It goes on and on, becomes more dreadful every time. The newspaper man, he loves stories. It filled with pain. Market loves pain, loves to bite every day. There is a salvation in knowing that everybody's as dirty as me. The sin is sacred. It ties us together. Delicious snack with breakfast. Sing, sing, sing. We look out for it. We wait for it. Find it in the hidden shadows. There. Feel better. Look better. I cry every day. Tears of joy, tears of pain. I scream out and tell him to stop. It's disgusting. But he's an animal. He just wants to feel better about how his dad had punished him. There's a circle. There's a reputation. There's a truth. Too bitter. Too real. Too uncomfortable. We seek comfort. We seek, crave, want, find comfort. Mommy! Please hold me. You think you can start all over again, but there is no second chance. This is your life. This is your life! Not the one you dream about. Maybe this is the dream of someone else. There is nothing more. No more! This is it! This is where we are. This is where we start. This is where we end. Conserving the environment. Changing jobs, finding new sources of entertainment, helping the poor, downtrodden, the needy. Charity is the grandest humanity. Traveling the world, selfies at the Africa, Statue of Liberty, the Grand Canyon, the Pyramid, the Great Wall of China, Niagara Falls. How we have fallen. How far we fall to give it a reason, purpose, meaning, degrees, achievements, job titles, promotions. My boss is an asshole. But his ass stays good. It was take the meaning of life, seeking, searching, in the pictures, in the idols, in the words of the holy books. It finds an escape. Not to be found again. And even if it was clear as the sky, clear as a mirror in front of your eyes, and even if it was presented to you as a play, you still would not see it. Not capable of realization, of freedom, or enlightenment, or merriment, or condiment, or sediment, seeking, searching, something to give solace, something to make it better, more palatable, more understandable, more comprehensible, something.
I am exhausted and bored.
Shall we meet outside? It is getting late.
No! Never!
Why do you love like this? Is that all that romance literature you read?
This is existential. It is deeper.
You mean you're seeking a connection with the other?
There is no other.
Look at the clouds. They are eternal.
I think she's getting close.
But we are moving.
If we stop moving, we can find love.
If we stop moving, we will rot.
DJ! In silence, we can find love.
am the dewdrop on the petal of the wild flower. And I am the petal too.
Don't we all wish for eternal love?
Eternal love is eternal, like the clouds in the sky. It has nothing to do with wishes or desires or claims.
I love you, kid. Let's spend the rest of our leaves together.
That is not possible. I've told you 100 times. I've told you 100 times. I love Sadie.
Everything inside. My brother died to prove it. He died inside.
What about all those things we did together? Those talks, those walks, those moments in time?
Don't confuse things with their names. Where are we?
This is the forest.
This is this. We call it the forest. That is the name we give.
Yes, we label it that. I have read a book on labels, but what about us?
This is this. We call it love. That is the name we give.
Yes, this.
I merged with it. So there is no name you can give me.
But I see you. I see the forest. I see love.
I see you too.
There are three elements at work here. There is the observer, there is the observed, and there is the process of observation. Look at the forest, for example.
I am the observer. The forest is the observed, and yes, there is a process of observation.
See now, what if the observer observes the observed? What if the observer and observed become one?
I observe myself.
This is too literal. I would prefer if you could speak in metaphors. Leave things open. This is making me too uncomfortable.
Observe it. Observe it. Am I pronouncing correctly?
What remains?
All that remains is the process of observation. There is no observer or observed.
Just the stream of awareness?
I am that stream.
That is a beautiful concept. I will write a poem about this.
You are beautiful, quick.
I was here. Before I was here. And I will be here after too.
Can language capture this?
Language is dead.
Language is dead? Language is dead.
Look with it. Is it the end?
Oh, damn. Maybe it is.
Exactly. Get back to work. I have to try to put this to words. This will be art. This will be my masterpiece. My legacy.
Whenever I dream, there is a feeling that I want to do something. Like purpose.
Then don't dream.
I do only observe.
Then don't dream. Climb.
No, please, no.